it seems like everyone is survivors down here. Point of interest.
I recognize you.
Tall, dark, and augmented. Over here.
It is getting more and more difficult.
Milena, you didn't take my advice about giving up on forgery.
I know. But trouble is, I've got a talent for it. And it's a real growth market. As soon as you got me out of that thing with Dragomir, I had like 20 emails from Samizdat. Do you have any idea how difficult it is for art school graduates to find a specialist subject these days?
The permits aren't enough for police anymore, forged or real.
In Prague, maybe. But it turns out I'm multilingual when it comes to falsifying border passes. Lucky, right?
Never works, I'd say lucky.
Thanks for the vote of confidence, Super Commando Man. Oh, don't mention it, Milena. If there was an easier option, you think we wouldn't take it? I was less stressed out when I was working at gunpoint.
We may not agree on your methods, but I'll let you get back to your work.
Coming from you, that is like the gold star seal of approval.
Okay. So who else is down here?
Arenka Bauer. Thought we activated your permit.
You did. Whatever you did, it was enough to fool them. You kept us out of Golem. We will never forget that.
But now you're hiding again.
Martial law has changed everything. They say it is to keep us off the streets, but it is worse than that. They go into our homes, accuse us of being people we are not. Permits do not matter anymore.
How did you know to come here?
Helena heard a message on the radio. It was warning people, saying the city is not safe anymore. She saw the police go into someone's home. The man. He was showing them his permit, but the officer... he did not even look at it. He just... Helena could see that the warnings were true. That people like Arenka must have run away. So we start to go underground. We start to find others.
When society wants to make things hard for someone, it eventually finds a way. I'm sorry it came to this, Arenka.
Don't be. If it wasn't for you, we wouldn't have made it this far. We wouldn't have met all these people. Everyone is working together. Together we will find a way out of here.
I hope so.
Okay. Who else?
Welcome to the Underground. I owe you an apology for hacking your info link.
So she did it. Oh. I'm annoyed because that really fucks me up. Fuck it, let's be nice.
Don't sweat it. I'm assuming you had a good reason.
I do the opposite choice next time.
Usual channels are all bugged. I couldn't risk an audio communication being traced back here.
You're little K, right? You don't sound local.
I wrote some things that made me have to delocalize a long time ago. Been living story to story on a Schengen visa and a language implant ever since. Never expect a short story from a long-form journalist. You want to know why I brought you here? The police
Yes.
raided Samizdat last night. Cleared us out. We were broadcasting until they pulled the plug. Radios, flyers, mail bursts, the makeshift media van. Getting the message out to our subscribers if they needed a refuge. As you can see, it went a little wider than we anticipated.
Okay. What happened to Kay?
What happened to Kay?
Kay is me now, according to the Samizdat Manifesto. It's all very third-wave socialist with a dash of martyr complex.
Good to know. But I mean, what physically happened to him?
Right. His name is Yarek. Yarek Drobny. He's being held by the police along with Bones. No contact, no bail, no rights, plausible deniability.
He
Bloody
must have
hell.
known the risks.
Well, he was open to the existence of risks. When you showed up, it should have been a wake-up call, but you were reasonable. The state isn't reasonable.
Alright.
So are you running a resistance cell here or a campaign room?
Why not both? Now Samizdat has a captive voter base. We could run for the Senate.
It's organized resistance then.
Peaceful resistance. We're working together to get people under the cordon and out of Prague. It's a happy accident of a police state. Well, I say happy when everyone's repressed, they can see past their prejudices.
Or they shift the blame. It's gonna take a long time for those prejudices to heal.
As long as certain people can profit from keeping the wounds fresh. But you knew that already.
This isn't what I call laying low. Aren't you afraid the police will find you again, finish what they started?
They already got Kate, Bones, the backup servers, even the shitty coffee machine. Enough for them to call it a win and get back to indiscriminate brutality on the streets.
They can still send drones in
Where were
here.
you when this happened?
Right here, running our little home away from home. Our sources tipped us off about the martial law. Either we could write about it and throw our hands up. Boy, I sure hope this massive rights violation doesn't end up being too awful this time. Or we could enact a readiness plan and really do something.
Okay, let's continue this.
I'm pretty sure you didn't call me to put up posters. What's the deal?
We've made a plan. We're getting people out of the city starting first thing tomorrow. I want
Okay.
Yarek and Bones to go with them, but first we need to bust them out of jail. Tonight.
Oh, what the
You
hell
think I'm the
is
kind of guy
this?
who breaks into police stations?
Yes?
Are you telling me you're not?
Fuck it, let's do it.
Fine, I'll get them out. They're being held in the temporary police station downtown.
Yes. By the Monument Metro. Once you're clear, takes them across the plaza to the Uneda cleaners. We've cached everything they need for a long road trip along the old NATO decommissioning zone.
That's your escape route? Puts getting them past the state police into perspective.
It works on paper. And gives them these new identity documents, a lot of new identities. We found a very good forger. We're keeping her from a bright future in a piker's newsroom.
I recognize you.
Too many people. We'll have to borrow more trucks. Can we get back into the city trash depot tonight?
Alright. So now I have to travel back and just walk down the train tracks. I cleared up a few of the police forces anyway, but it's not going to be easy. This is going to be such a pain in the arse, I know it. But then again, I get a lot of experience points out of it. I have to remember to find neutral places like this. Okay, so this is what I done to them. I mostly tranquilized these guys. I took out the exosuit guy by using the EMP bullet and then quickly running up, knocking him down and running back, and then making sure I tranquilize these guys. Every time the alert vanishes, they run up trying to wake up these guys, and then that's when I just tranquilize them from a distance over there. How about now? Okay. I turn that damn car alarm off right now. Oops. Okay. Shut that off. Cut that. Take your painkillers, I don't need the other thing. I turn off that as well. Seriously? I really need to practice that. Yeah. There's another person there, isn't it? No, I guess not. It's a robot there, people there. What's that? Deploy? No, I'm not deploying anything. I think it lagged a little bit right there. I shouldn't just go through the front door. I'm sure there was another way in. I can't remember. Oh, but there's that computer. I can... Well, I'm being pacifist, so I don't want to use the robot against them, but it would be great to deactivate them. Ah, yes. Turn that off. I could just knock these guys out without a second thought, and the robot will not spot them being knocked out because I turned him off. Right. Okay. They're dealt with. Let me just quickly check what they got. They got nothing. Yep, they got nothing. Now pick this up. I literally haven't been using much health. I've got 41 of those. I haven't been using much of it. There they are. Bunch of idiots. I'm gonna search around first. You guys can just stay there. He's really just gonna keep preaching. I should have went. Screw it. Doesn't matter.
Anomaly detected.
Should be fine. Should be fine. Should be fine. Yes.
Access granted.
Okay, what's this? Tranquilizer. Need it. Need it. Need it. This for the robots. Nah, I don't think I need that. That I might need. Nope. I think that is it. Wait. Yes, I'm taking that. No, I don't need that.
Did they send you to get me out?
I think that is it.
To free us or interrogate us?
What's in here? Nothing in there. Okay, let's talk to these guys.
From state
Open
police?
it.
You. I knew it, man. I knew you were one of them all along.
Oh my god.
Do I look like I'm one of them?
I can feel my hands right now, but if I could run a search for shadowy extra-government agent on the net, pretty sure it's all you.
Fair point. What happened? You pulled a Freedom of Information speech on the state police?
Ha fucking ha. They didn't wait for a speech, man. Lesson learned. Smash the state before the state smashes your nose.
Little Kay asked me to get you out.
She's the K now, man. I'm a liability to Sam's dad.
She cares about you, Yarrick. She didn't want to leave you or Bones behind.
Always was a cool cat, man. One of the good ones. She wrote The Wheels Come Off 16 years ago, and the conspiracies just keep checking out. Everything except the gray aliens, but who's to say it's not a metaphor?
If she wrote the book,
I don't believe in authorial intent.
For God's sake.
you told me you were a liability to Sam's dad. How do you figure that?
Because the cops burn me, man. Exposure is death. They didn't have to ask a single question. Just took my DNA off their knuckles. My high school dropout date, my sister's parking tickets, my darknet proxies. Oral cemetery.
Yeah?
Little cemetery?
They didn't get a lot of mainstream airplay. Anyway, little K shouldn't have sent you. Sammy's dad has to be bigger than any man or woman.
Sam's dad is bigger than you now, Yarrick. The resistance reached further than you planned for. You want to fall on your sword, there's a better place to do it than in a holding cell.
Whoa, whoa, you know I use the term liability real broadly.
Oh my god. I want to punch him so bad.
I might have known you wouldn't keep your heads down during the riots.
This is what a radical news source lives for, man. Lives and dies for. But the helmets on the streets, the extreme peacekeeping, that's not about the Golem riots. How are the Augs gonna get over here? Carpool? No. Someone, somewhere wanted the cops to clean house in Prague. And this is just the beginning. What if they could call martial law anywhere, anytime? Cops without borders.
That's your prediction, huh?
You can take it to the bank, man. The Palisade Property Bank.
I warned you about picking a fight with Picus. They've got a lot invested in protecting the message.
Would I be talking to you now if Picus had got to us? I mean, does Eliza Kasan have a sense of humor? All those bombs going off lately. What's one more in the sewers? BTW? Those are all rhetorical questions.
You don't say.
But they're trying, man. Bones heard the cops talking about extraordinary rendition. What a wonderful connected world we live in, when they can pin an acronym on you, ARC, NSF, who gives a rat's ass, and ship you off to a black site on the UN's credits.
Just how many states are you an enemy of?
All the corporate ones.
There's a
Alright,
way out
let's
of Prague for you
get
both.
move on.
The Samizdat resistance has organized everything. We just need to keep our heads down and get to the cleaners nearby.
The cleaners. Huh. Irony. Wait, you mean going through the cops?
Yes, you bloody idiot. Yeah, play it cool.
There's a police locker in the corner that should be stocked with uniforms. Find something that fits and try to look convincing. We need the cops to think you're one of them.
That should work, hopefully.
Good. It's time to go.
I hope this fucking works. Hold on, where is the... I basically have to protect this guy.
Cut that last button.
And for me, I think I just go invisible. It gets a little bit too risky. Ah, god damn it.
Are you going to make...
Okay, yes, it worked.
I cannot believe we made it. Samizdat.
Wasn't too hard. Especially when I knocked out the guard.
I can't breathe. Okay, now I'm breathing.
You weirdo.
Yes, exit plans, man, exit plans. Always be making them. We worked this contingency plan out when we started Samizdat. Didn't think it would actually come to this, though.
No one thought it would be like this. You're gonna need these documents where you're going, wherever that is.
I hear Paris is the best place to have a revolutionary agenda these days. If you want to come along, you can be the muscle. Well, whatever your arms are made of, the stuff they use on space shuttles.
What can I do? I've got a previous engagement I really can't miss.
Right, with the cardboard box company.
Watch yourself out there, Kay.
Kay? Kay is Kazdi, man. Kay is everyone. You're part of it now.
Right. Okay. Do-do-do-do-do. Okay, awesome. Got through.
Adam, it's David. We need to talk in private.
Nothing's more private
Seriously?
than InfoLink.
I'm not so sure. I've sent a secure VidCall number to your smart home system. Get to your apartment and call me.
You are fucking kidding me. I literally just got down here. I am not going back out there. That has to wait.
Delara, what are you doing here?
Is that going to become our standard conversation starter?
I'm
Yes.
serious, Delara. It's dangerous outside. Non-essential staff should be home. How did you even get...
Ouch. Non-essential.
I just meant...
Work with me, Adam. I was trying for a little levity. Truth is, watching Picus News, hearing that the mobs were getting closer to the city, I was reminded of... Let's just say I thought being 3 stories below ground was better than staying in my apartment. So I called in a favor
True.
and got state police to escort me in. Listen, I can tell something big is happening, so I don't want to keep you.
That's it. Alright, Oxa.
You doing okay, Delara?
Look, Adam, I didn't tell you why I left Lim International. That I was in session with a patient when the incident hit, and that I was...
You were attacked.
Her name was Madeline. She was 13. A really sweet kid. One minute we were talking, laughing actually, about something silly I'd said, and the next she was...
It was a terrible day for everyone.
After I fought her off, she just stared at me like she was totally aware, you know, but not in control. God, Adam, I could see in her eyes that some part of her was still in there, locked away. And she was terrified.
Delara, I'm sure the girl...
Madeline. Her name was Madeline. You know the part that I'll never forget, though? The thing that keeps just replaying in my mind over and over? Right before she jumped out of my office window, I could swear she was crying.
Empathy. What? Sympathize, dismiss. Sympathize.
I know, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to sound insensitive. But you made it through that, Delara. And I think you're stronger for it.
Thanks, Adam. Guess you just think you're over something, you know? And then...
I understand. But regardless of the reason, you took a risk coming back here. These are dangerous times for everyone.
You don't need to worry about me, Adam. I'll be fine. I'll just hunker down in my office until the storm passes. Besides, I hear I have a very comfortable couch.
Just take care of yourself.
I always do.